What's going on, Capricorns? Good evening. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. This is Down2Earth Tarot. Please hit the like button, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know where you're watching from, sun, moon, rising. Please be sure to use your common freaking sense, right? Take what resonates, leave what does not. Understand that this is a general reading, not personal. So what is this situation, some of you dealing with a fire sign, that some of you are on the fence about? And to be specific, a situation regarding reaching out to someone, meeting somebody halfway. For some of you, this may be a new relationship, friendship, partnership. Who is straddling the fence about reaching out and having a discussion, conversation, parlay about some feelings, what's been on their mind? Some of y'all are about to get the text message, we need to talk, or getting ready to send it. Those of you Aquarius cuspers, tap in the air sign vibes, the 3 and 6 of swords. Little fire here with the 10 of wands, okay, page. Air and fire heavy, Sagittarius cuspers. Knight of wands, more fire. The chariot, some Cancer vibes. Water, 7 of pentacles, which was the first card to fall out. Fam. There is a situation that you are very invested in. Let's be clear. You are invested. Straddling the fence on. Having sleepless nights over. Some of you a work and family situation that has to do with a betrayal. A situation where you are feeling like the rug was pulled out from underneath you. You were blindsided by some information, but very invested in this project, situation, relationship, whatever it was for you. Some of you, it was a lack of effort, a lack in equal reciprocity, giving and receiving, somebody showing up, much smaller in a situation, but there being this major investment. Some of y'all are wanting to reach out to this person. Some of you are wanting to respond to this individual. So who's this individual you have on red as we're looking at this woman with red hair? This younger woman with a red-ish shirt, red skirt, okay, saddle. Elephant in the room. Some of y'all caught somebody doing something red-handed. Some of y'all got caught red-handed. But there's still this wanting to, for some of you, I feel like, or someone involved, I feel like more you, wanting to close a situation out. Really have a last conversation in an effort to move on. Some of you are wanting to have a conversation. Straddling the fence on whether or not to reach out because there's a perspective of a situation that you're either questioning or wanting to know. Notice how these swords and these wands are in front of these people as they move forward. Like there's something you want to sort through. Some of you have some unanswered questions about a situation. What went on? Especially for those of you where a situation has ended due to something taking place over an extended period of time. But there was a major falling out. falling out here. Tower moment. For some of you, due to somebody being in and out, inconsistent, some of you doing a lot of traveling or dealing with somebody who is doing a lot of traveling in and out, as we've seen in recent readings. But somebody is going to talk about a situation. Instead of having it in the back of their mind, putting something into perspective for them so they can move on. Because we see this person just staring at this. Can't sleep. Some of you throwing yourself into work. Trying to forget a situation. Notice the 7, 8, and 9 of Pentacles. So we see somebody moving on, getting ready to close a door here, right? 7, 8, 9, 10. But there's this element of, even though somebody's working, starting new things on their own, this isn't showing any lacking. It's giving that energy of just somebody looking back. Looking back and wanting to know. Now, I recently did a reading about a tower moment, so you can check that out in the playlist. But what was this eye-opening moment? Some of you, confession, outburst, because we see somebody potentially being very impulsive or petty here, that caused this break in this relationship, but is still on your mind, potentially this person's mind, regarding this relationship. Now, whatever kind of relationship it is, we're going to keep it. And again, with the wanting to have a conversation, to get some clarity, to show proof or something, or ask for proof of something. Somebody wants to see something, again, with the swords and the wands in front of them. Somebody wants to see something they can see, touch, and feel, have proof. Now I'm almost questioning for some of you if somebody's made accusations against someone, potentially a person from your past, that you're familiar with, at a distance from. But there's this very clear energy of somebody needing clarification. Needing clarification to move on from a situation. The Scorpio vibes with the butterflies above this King of Swords. Some of you may be dealing with the Libra, Scorpio, cusper. The transition and moving on vibes here with the Chariot, moving on, leaving a situation behind you. Some of you literally traveling. Again, even this Page of Wands, out at a distance, away from home, or even away from this person and or situation, right? There being this physical distance as well as emotional between you and this individual. And you having this history of keeping things to yourself, this person having a history of keeping things to themselves. Some of you may be dealing with another Capricorn, earth sign person. But again, the putting something in front of them so that they can move forward. Family, what was said? What was said, whether it was a falling out between you and this person, some of you dealing with a Libra, even a legal situation. But somebody is needing proof of something to move on. or to accept this situation where somebody had to leave, leaving somebody out in the cold. And we see, interestingly enough, this Five of Pentacles moment here in the 7, because again, it's separated. And this Five of Pentacles here. So you're in this separation from this person due to something unforeseen happening, some type of tower moment. And some of you are wanting to speak to this person about what they were hiding. What they were hiding, why they were hiding it. What else don't you know? And even when you look at this Four of Pentacles, it's so interesting. None of these people seem to be in the city or inside of something. It's almost gives the vibes of somebody on the outside of a situation. Some of you a social group, some of you maybe a family situation, friend, co-workers. But notice how the cityscape is behind this individual. For some of you, there's this energy of not being able to put a situation behind you because there's too many question marks about what it is you don't know. Or you keep running into these roadblocks as you're trying to move on from a situation, a person, because of the things that you don't know or didn't know, were unaware of. So for some of you, it's less of a conversation about closure. Some of you already know, have given yourselves that, but more like, what do I need to know so I can move on and not have to speak to you anymore? So I can close this door. Some of you, there may be somebody holding on to information so that you can keep reaching out to them, so they can still have contact with you, so that they keep you holding on. Some of you, it's a mental game somebody is playing here. Mind games for some of you. Some of you, it's just bad communication, disorganization, somebody speaking out of turn. Excuse me. Sorry, my oven's going off. And I'm kicking my light. Somebody speaking immaturely, not knowing what it is that they're talking about, being uneducated or new into some information. But I'm almost wondering if somebody's looking for information or closure or answers from somebody who also doesn't know the answers. And then we see this child energy with the Page of Swords and this very adult woman energy here with the Empress. Some of you dealing with a Taurus, Libra, more of the Libra vibes here. Some of you this being a parent issue, mother specific. And wanting to reach out, have a conversation. Really gathering all the information that you need so that you can move on and move forward. Why do I feel like for some of you it's actually needing to collect some documents, official documents to move forward? And some of you to even like travel, move around. What else for this information that is needed? Okay. What is this information that's needed so that somebody can move forward and work in or business? Passwords, informations, contacts. Passwords, information, contacts. information regarding money and or accounts, things in your name, right? Things having to do with family, sickness, health, illnesses, addictions, right? It really gives the vibes of somebody wanting to take care of business and possibly being hindered, or not having the answers or the information or even the authority for some of you to sign documents. There's this element of needing information in order to make something official. Taurus vibes here with the Hierophant. Pisces, Cancer vibe. What are these secrets that somebody's holding on to? Secrets that may have, that may affect somebody legally. And I don't necessarily mean like crime, but like with civil things, it may have to do with a divorce, family history. But there's these things that keep coming up and somebody's trying to move on from. Some of you, again, documents regarding who somebody is, where they come from, that somebody's holding on to and really trying to keep a secret. It's really giving the gatekeeping vibes. Lots of horned folks, right? The devil, the emperor, Aries, Capricorn, Taurus, we've seen a couple of times. Some of you, there's a financial element to this needing to have this information. Somebody potentially trying to hold somebody hostage by holding money, keeping money from them, cutting them off even. But I also feel like there's this element of holding things back unless somebody is very invested, part of the family, part of this relationship, part of the group. The fact that somebody wants to be by themselves or is on the outside, not being a part of this particular thing. And it really feels strong, like work family situation, group, very cliquish, right? All these individuals far away, outside, on their own. Seems to be the problem. There's this wanting for somebody to just come together, to reconnect. Somebody in this situation is extremely controlling. And for some of you, using information, finances, access to keep somebody's stuff or to keep somebody, coming back. Keep them from moving on, especially those of you where somebody's using affection, love, their attention. Emotions, emotional manipulation. There's a person here that controls someone, or there is controlling through getting people in their emotions, whether that's making people feel really good or making them feel really bad, terrible. I also get somebody who is socially very well liked. But there's another side to this individual, very cold, petty. When I think of the Queen of Swords as well, I think of somebody who's very vengeful, like out to get you. If they feel slighted, they're out to, to get you. It also speaks to somebody who lacks boundaries. And there being a need to set a major boundary, to stand your ground against somebody, or to protect yourself from this individual. Especially this individual who needs a lot of group and or outside social validation. And some of you, there's something about this wreath on this wand that makes me think somebody born on 12/25. But the inconsistencies, some of you may be inconsistencies in the information, in the truth, having to go back and forth. And that's exactly what this person wants. Is for somebody to constantly be going back and forth. This is how somebody's going to keep access, keep control of someone, keep in communication with them. Those of you that are looking for an answer from this person, I just feel like you're not going to get it easily. It's going to be very much based on how this person is feeling, and even then, it's going to be, questionable whether or not you're getting the information right, whether or not you're getting the information that you need, or whether they're still sitting on things. Again, that rug being pulled out from underneath you. There's this element of needing somebody but not being able to trust the information that they're giving you, because you've been made a fool too many times. Then you found certain things out with the moon and river, right? The being tired of being blindsided, but also this being tired of not knowing certain things, but needing this individual, right? And again, this family dynamic, right? Family, 10 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups, but somebody being at a distance. Physically at a distance. Some of you only communicating with this person when you do speak to them. Why do I feel like via text or app? Some of you, this person may be living out of the country, WhatsApp. That may be the reason why. But being tired of inconsistent information, being blindsided by things, not knowing it, depending on how a person feels, the instability of it all. Some of you need to make a major decision to decide, whether you're in or out. Whether you're going to continue to go back and forth, or whether you're just going to move on. Because some of this going back and forth is some of you looking for some type of emotional validation from this individual. I feel like multiple attempts to get some type of validation from this individual that was not coming in. And those of you especially who have been trying to set a boundary with going through a period of time of not speaking to somebody, needing to hold strong to that, not being in contact with them for a certain period of time, or continuing not to speak to this person. Again, if you have not seen major improvement, consistent improvement, but really it is somebody straddling the fence on whether or not there could be another opportunity here, or whether they should stay to themselves, separated. Should they reach out? Should they send that email, that message? Somebody's really holding on to hope that they can start over and have this exciting new beginning. But then there's like this fear of reaching out, of giving into this situation and ending up, looking crazy, regretting it. Being embarrassed, humiliated by this person and or this situation. Yeah. A lot of these feelings of hesitation coming from the history between you and this individual. Especially those of you walking away from a situation where there was a lot of chaos. A lot of chaos. And upon walking away, found a lot of stability away away. Away from the situation, when you moved away, out of town, out of the house, out of the country. There is an energy here to hold on tight. To give a situation some time until you're ready to figure a situation out. Or until you've weathered this storm, whatever it is, regarding this situation, or another relationship here with this Two of Cups that's taking priority, or even a project that you're working on here with this Eight of Pentacles. Because there's a major trust element that won't be fixed in a day. And heavy on this feeling of somebody feeling like they're on the outside of a situation, but really wanting to be connected and in alignment with this person. But I really feel like there's something in between, getting in the way. Whatever these, maybe it's manipulation, maybe it's power and control. Some of you, it may be other people. Some of you, it's distance. But while somebody's dying to be in alignment and or to move on from a situation, there's this other element of somebody wanting control and not wanting to let a situation go. But for somebody, they may be over it, the Fours. That this final walking away might be a final walking away until somebody reaches out, emotionally well, stable, on the up and up, and maybe even needing an apology here. Ooh, coming in with a few things and showing consistent action. Capricorns and cross watchers, that's all I have for you today. Please let me know what resonated. Hit the like button, subscribe, let me know where you are watching from, and I will be tapping in with you very soon. Keep it real.